Alright guys, well I'm back today with a video discussing some Tudor Pelagos alternatives on a budget. If you're like me and have fallen in love with the Tudor Pelagos but didn't quite have the money to grab one and wanted to save up for a while, but wanted some watches with similar appeal, I'm going to take a look at some of my favorite and some that I've been actually wearing for years now and have really fallen in love with and won't get rid of just because I finally grabbed a Tudor Pelagos. This happens to be the FXD fixed version. Now I actually snagged this one from Joma's shop and it was used and they had a 4th of July coupon, so it was a good deal. But if you still can't fork out the $3K for something like that, there's some really good alternatives, including one of my favorite new releases, the Erebus Origins 1. Jody from Just One More Watch created a watch company, and this was his first release. Now, you can see the similarities between the two watches. I don't believe he was directly trying to copy this watch at all, but you can tell the similarities and the design cues between this and the Tudor FXD. Now, the Tudor Pelagos has a different bezel than the Tudor Pelagos FXD, and I need to grab the other one and show you guys, but this is one of my favorite bezels on a watch. The way it just looks, feels, and interacts, and you get that same feel on the Erebus Origin. Now, this one runs off of a Seiko NH35 movement, a very solid movement. You've got the date down at the 6 o'clock, about a 40mm case, and you can look up all the specs and features because I actually just did an overview on this watch. With the strap package, it comes in at about $299, and with the metal bracelet, you're looking at about $349. The next one I want to discuss is definitely a little bit more, but nowhere near the price of a Tudor. This is going to be the Phoebus Apollo. This is actually a titanium watch, just like the FXD, and you can also see some of the design cues, but this varies a lot more than some of the other watches I'm going to show today, simply because almost every aspect of the watch is slightly different, but the proportions are still the same, and this one is actually made out of titanium. It's got a carbon fiber dial with some blue in it, but there's a few different color variations available on their website. This one also runs a Seiko movement, a solid option with 200 meters of water resist, a really nice fit and finish, and solid bezel action. Now this one is definitely going to be different, but it gives you the same feels, in my opinion anyways, with that lightweight titanium feel as the Tudor Pelagos. Again, a lot of different design cues from Phoebus, but I've fallen in love with this watch and it's definitely worth taking a look at. Now this is probably the biggest variation between the FXD and the standard Pelagos. Now this is going to be the Seiko Samurai. This is a classic watch and everybody knows and loves it, but this one is going to be stainless steel, so it will weigh you down a little bit more. Now this guy right now is on sale for about 15 or 20% off, dropping the price to about $450, and you can easily find this guy in black or blue for right around $400, with a little bit more for the Save the Ocean one that you're looking at here. This one does have the Save the Ocean case back, a really nice fit and finish to this watch, but definitely a heavy, larger watch. This is going to be the heaviest of the bunch, fairly decent bezel action, but honestly, it's a good alternative if you want the look and feel of that kind of larger diver on your wrist. By far, though, these two are my favorites when it comes to replacements for the Tudor Pelagos. Both of them do a great job. This one's titanium. This one gives you more of a look and a slightly smaller feel. And if you like the Tudor Pelagos on wrist and maybe looked at it in some shops and wanted something slightly smaller, this is a good option. If you wanted to get that full-size feel and really try it out on wrist for weight and feel, this is going to be a little bit closer. So I hope it gives you some high value and budget alternatives, but nothing is going to compete with the real deal. And once you get one, you'll be glad you did. I'm not going to be getting rid of any of those other watches simply because I love them and I've grown to love them over the years, and it's nice to have a beater watch to take into the ocean, to take to the water park without worrying about messing this up. But honestly, this is going to be staying on the wrist. I've been wearing it every day since I got it. Such an awesome, nice watch. I'm going to have to swap out the strap right here. Since I picked this one up used, it comes with a rubberized strap. I put on this canvas strap right here. It's a little bit small. This is 20 mils. It needs the 21 or the 22. I've got one in the mail, and I'll probably do a full review video on this Pelagos, but I wanted to make the alternative video first since this mainly is a high value and budget channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you tried any of these watches, and do you even care about the Pelagos at all once you've seen some of the alternatives? Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.